Also happening here today for more than 12 hours now, food delivery drivers for the food distributor Sysco have been striking over what they call unfair labor practices. Drivers unionized in 2022, and earlier this month they rejected the company's last, best, and final contract offer.
Well, you see their delivery trucks all over town. Grace McKenna and photojournalist Philip Merle went to the picket line today. Grace explains how the strike could have impact across Louisville.
Drivers got out here before dawn at 3 a.m., staying out for hours just outside of Sysco's gates, picketing, and they say they'll stay until the company comes back to the table.
They love us!
Outside of Sysco's Louisville facility, drivers line the sidewalk.
Hard-working people deserve to be treated fairly.
Union members launched an unfair labor practices strike Monday. Earlier this month, they also rejected Sysco's last, best, and final contract offer.
We want things to be fair. Employees to be treated fairly with respect, and rules will be followed.
Union leaders say Sysco won't come back to the negotiating table. In a statement, a company spokesperson said they respect their drivers and offered a 14% increase in pay in year one, adding the company has contingency plans to keep serving customers, a concern for those who rely on these trucks.
Or are they going to be able to get their products? Maybe, maybe not.
At JCPS Nutrition Services, nerves are steady. Dan Elner says they have multiple suppliers and order in advance.
There's going to be school lunch, there's going to be school breakfast. It just might look a little bit differently.
Elner says they also have tools in their belt in case the strike continues longer than a couple of weeks. Adding through the pandemic, they dealt with even more pressing supply chain issues.
It's one that has come home to roost here in Louisville because it's right in our faces, but this has been happening across the country and across the world.
Back on the picket line, union leaders are considering those consequences.
I mean, I have a child in JCPS. The last thing I want to think about is that.
But they say issues of overly long hours, safety concerns, and ignoring driver rights have gone on too long.
Well, it's not always just driving a truck.
Drivers say shorter hours for better work-life balance would get them to the table.
I think that would do.
Here, it's less about last, best, and final, and more about fair, safe, and respectful. The Teamsters Union does say that they are prepared to stay on strike until Sysco is willing to come back to the table. They say they're ready to get back to negotiating. In Louisville, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.
JCPS is on spring break next week, helping the supply situation there. Elnor wants parents and students to know they will continue to serve students meals throughout the strike.